In the last video, we talked about what Docker actually is. In this video, we're going to install Docker Desktop on Windows, slowly, step by step, without any terminals or commands. This is systems from scratch, absolute basics from zero. Before we click anything, there are two things you need to know. First, Docker Desktop it's not a website, it's an application that runs on your computer. Second, Docker Desktop is free for personal use. So if you're learning, experimenting, or using it at home, you're fine. If you're using this at work, licensing can be different. For this series, we're assuming personal use. Today I'm going to show you how to install it on Windows. This can be installed on Mac, but in this video today, we are solely looking at the Windows installation. One of the requirements for Windows is virtualization enabled. You don't need to worry about that. It may pop up on your system, and if it does, like it may when I install it here now, I'll show you the quick step-by-steps to get that installed so it just runs smoothly. Let's download Docker Desktop. So open your browser, Firefox, Edge, anything you're using, and go to docker.com. So that is www.docker.com. And make sure you're downloading it from the official Docker website. Avoid third-party download sites. Once you're on the page, click Download Docker Desktop, and you can select which one you want to download it for. Since we're not doing it on Linux or Apple, you just click one of the download for Windows. This will download a 585 megabyte file to your system. Once it's done, I'll go through the next steps with you. Okay, now that you've downloaded Docker Desktop, you can close the browser, you won't need it anymore, and just go to where you downloaded the file, which could be your downloads folder. So I just moved it here so you can see this. This is Docker Desktop Installer. Just double click on it to start the installation process. Once you double click Docker Desktop Installer, the following pop-up will appear. So in the configuration settings, just make sure the first and the last one is checked. Leave the middle one unchecked. It's not required. Once you've selected those two, which should be pre-selected, just click OK. It'll start unpacking and installing Docker Desktop on your system. Once this is completed, then we'll go through the next steps. And there we go. It has installed successfully. It may take longer than expected. For me, I fast forwarded this clip just so you don't have to wait around watching the install process. Once it is done, it most likely will ask you to restart. There is nothing wrong with that. Click close and restart, and I'll come back to you once the system has restarted. Once your computer has restarted, you'll have the following pop-up appear on your system. You may have this black command prompt appear as well, and you'll also have Docker Desktop appear on your computer as well. Just have a read of the data privacy and everything else that's here, and click accept. After you click accept, the following Docker Desktop will appear. Here you can create an account. You don't need it for personal use though. So just click skip on the top right if you don't want to create an account, and follow on from there. So as you can see, it does state that WSL needs updating. You will have this command prompt appear. When you see it, just follow the steps it says. It says press any key to install Windows subsystem for Linux. So just press enter, and then it'll start downloading the necessary files, so that way it can use what it needs to, which is your subsystem for Linux, on your Windows system. The command prompt will disappear after 60 seconds if you don't click anything, and it will just appear again once it is ready. Or if you close Docker, it'll reappear. And now, as you can see, the most recent version of Windows subsystem for Linux is already installed. Press any key to exit. So now that we've exited the command prompt, it should be fine to go now. So just click restart and then we'll be able to go forward from there. So as you can see here, it is restarting Docker Desktop. A pop-up will appear telling you welcome to WSL. This will just give you a quick run through of everything it does. You can read it at your own time or you can just close out of it. And here it is. This is Docker Desktop. Everything you need, the main tools you're going to use will be the first two other than Ask Gordon. So either containers or images. We will go through the rest at a later date, but these are the main two that we will be looking at. As mentioned in the previous video, you can download an image once and create multiple containers of that image. So multiple applications in individual containers based on one image. If you're at this screen here with me and Docker has opened correctly, you have no error messages, and it says Docker is running, then that's it. In the next video, I'll walk through the Docker Desktop interface, what each tab does, what you can safely ignore, and what actually matters. If this video helped you, consider liking it. It really helps the channel reach other beginners. And if you want tech explained slowly, clearly, and from zero, subscribe to Systems from Scratch. New videos are focused on absolute basics. This is Systems from Scratch, absolute basics from zero. No assumptions. I'll see you in the next one.